My name is Mason Lestarge. I live in Monroe, Wisconsin. I am an X-ray tech, a single mom, and a gearhead. We're talking about my daughter McKenzie. She's 3.5 and she has been through the Monroe Clinic since she was born. Dr. Rogerson is ENT, ear, nose, and throat, and McKenzie has had ear infections since she was born. She was 2 months old and she had her first ear infection. It never went away. Once she got to 6 months, they finally would do surgery. So they took her in to do her ears and put tubes in her ears. They did that and she could finally sleep. She could lay down. That was the biggest thing. When we got home at 6 months old, she finally laid down. But she couldn't lay down before because she was in so much pain with her ears and the pressure. But everybody was great with that. It was either hit or miss. Sometimes she wouldn't cry all day long, but most of the time she'd just cry and scream. We called it the bloody murder scream. We'd take her into the doctor and they would prescribe her antibiotics. She had 10 antibiotics by the time she was 6 months old. She was on them constantly, basically, and then she'd get off them and she'd need to go right back on them. And she'd do the bloody murder scream. She couldn't sleep. We just slept with her upright, always. And then when she did lay down, she'd cry, she'd get fussy, and she'd flip back up. She was 3 years old and she needed to have her adenoids and her tonsils taken out. Because of her snoring, she'd cough when she ran, everything like that. So she had her adenoids and her tonsils taken out. She wasn't as in pain as much as she was when she was 6 months. It was just the snoring at night. She was running and she couldn't run. She'd have to drink all day long. She'd get a lot of sinus drainage and backup because there was just no room. She had butterfly tonsils, so they touched. But she's better now. She loves showing everybody her throat. That's completely clear. And her allergies aren't as bad bothering her because they have somewhere to drain. And she doesn't get sick as often, and she's doing a lot better. The nurses were so nice. They explained everything very well. Dr. Rogerson ran in and he explained everything again for the second or third time to me, what was going to happen. I was incredibly nervous. The ears weren't as bad because I knew that was kind of an in and out, but the adenoids and tonsils, there was a lot more too. It was a lot more with anesthesia and a lot longer underneath and the aftermath, what was going to happen. And everybody was very nice and very supportive. McKenzie wasn't nearly as scared as I thought she would be because they were talking to her and joking with her and stuff. Having her tubes in her ears, she can still be in the water and she can go in the chlorine without a problem. She doesn't have to wear tubes or earplugs. She needs to wear them in the lake water just because it is such grungy water. It's not healthy for her. But she can go in without the pressure issue. If she didn't have her tubes in and her ears were still infected, she would have so much pressure she couldn't go under the water. And now she loves going underneath the water and diving and things like that. She's only 3.5, but she's very good in the water. So we go swimming 3 or 4 days a week in the pool in town, and then we go to the lake all summer long, either Cadiz or Yellowstone, or we go up north. I am Mason Lestarge. That's my Monroe Clinic story.